Welcome to my channel CA Academy, and today we are going to discuss about void agreement and void contract. Both are under section 2G. Okay, when we do this nature of contracts, we come across these words void agreement and void contract. So what is the difference between the two? How can we understand it clearly? So, okay, let's do it. What is this? Let's see. What is a void agreement? Void agreement is an agreement. Okay, it is said to be void. An agreement is said to be void when it is not enforceable by law, does not create any legal rights or obligations. मतलब कोई भी legal rights और obligations create नहीं कर रहा है, वो law से enforceable भी नहीं है. It is void ab initio from the beginning. Means what does it mean void ab initio? At the time of the creation of the agreement, it was not valid. It is void from the beginning only. That is void ab initio. Okay. This, for example, we have entered into an agreement A and B, where B is a minor. So the entry of the agreement, at the time of the entry of the agreement, a contract with a or an agreement with a minor is void ab initio. So this type of agreement is called void agreement. Okay. Again, you can say any agreement made without any consideration, that will also stand to be void ab initio. That is, they all come under void agreement. But when we speak of void contract, it has a different meaning. Okay, void contract. A contract becomes void. Matlab when it was created, it was valid, but on subsequent happening of any event, okay, on subsequent happening of any event, it became void. Let's see what they say. A void contract, a contract becomes void when it ceases to be enforceable by law. It is no more enforceable by law. It was valid at the beginning, means it was binding on both the parties. Let's take A and B, right? It was valid, and at the time of making the contract, it was valid, and both A and B were bound by the contract. Okay, but subsequently became void due to happening of an event. So when an event occurred or happened at that time, the contract became void. For example, let's take an example. Let's take A and B. For same example we are taking, A is importer of goods and B is exporter. Okay, so importer of goods wanted to enter into a contract and entered into a contract for suppose 12 lakh rupees worth goods. Okay, so at the time of making the contract, it was valid, it was binding on both the parties, and it was enforceable by law. But on the happening of a subsequent event, for example, here let's see a war broke out, right? Then the agreement, or we can say the contract, will become void. So on happening of the event of a war, the contract which was entered between A and B, the importer and exporter, became void. So that is a void contract. And what we said from the beginning, if it is an agreement is void ab initio, then it is a void agreement. Okay, hope it is clear to you. We will just discuss like this many parts of the contracts in small steps.